All right, the first thing you're going to do for the job is you're going to take your 10mm ratchet and socket, and you're going to take off the negative on the battery because we got to disconnect the battery. So to get to this cargo pocket, open this up like this, and then you got two little clips in here. They're these, and they go in these little holes in here, and you take the clips out. There's two, one on each side. And then I did the job already, I'm just walking you through it. And then you go into the battery, and 10mm you disconnect the negative terminal and you put it off to the side so that there's no connection to the battery. This is to protect you from getting hit in the face with the airbag in case it deploys while you're taking off the steering wheel. Okay, so that's step number one. All right, here we go. Forgive me, please forgive me for jumping through steps, but it's very simple to explain this. The other steering wheel will be the same thing. So once you take the battery off, and then you can just do this, the easiest way to take off the steering wheel is you have to take off that 15mm bolt, right? So you get a 15mm bolt, you take that off, boop, and then the steering wheel will come off. However, in front of that was the airbag. Okay, so this is the airbag. The airbag was in there. Now in order to take the airbag out, you need to get some kind of a screwdriver in that hole. Now there's a hole right there under the steering wheel, and that hole leads to right here, and in here there's a little spring. See this spring? If you stick a screwdriver in there and you're able to press on that spring and you depress on there, it's going to move these brackets right here. It's going to allow them to move, and that's what holds the airbag in place. It just clips right in there. So the spring is fairly tight. You got to put a screwdriver in there, push it forward to release the tension on those springs. Those are going to release these clips, and these clips hook up onto those bars, so those clips will allow for the airbag to be removed, and then you can take that off and have access to that 15mm bolt. And as simple as that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna plug back in the wires, put my airbag back on. All right, so here we go. I got the steering wheel off. So now the important part I have to next do is I have to take these things off, the whole trim pieces that belong on the wheel. They come off separate from the airbag. Okay, so these have to go here. You know, this has to go there, this has to go there, and you know, so on and so forth. So, and then there's a motor in here for the vibrating steering wheel, that little area where that goes. There's a little notch for that here. Little Roddy wants to see, he wants to learn how to be an installer. Okay, so that's my little mascot. So yeah, that's the next thing I have to do. So I'll show you guys how to get those done in a second. I'm just gonna make sure that I put this in a safe place real quick. All right, the first step I'm gonna do is take off this frame right here. That's the best idea that I have, because this frame is where the clips are for the airbag, and I have to transfer this whole frame to the other steering wheel. So I'm gonna start by removing these 4 bolts right here. Yeah, these 4 bolts got to come out of there. Then I should be able to lift this out, and then I can get to these trim pieces and transfer the trim pieces and the motor. Once you get the 4 bolts out, so you got the 4 out, this whole plate should come right out. Yep. And then this I have to transfer to the other wheel. Put this whole plate in the other wheel, bolt it down, and then take out, you know, all the pieces. So I'll get to that, show you guys exactly how to do all this stuff, and it'll be done in a few. It's gonna look pretty nice, I think. But it's not just taking off that 15mm bolt, swapping out the wheel like most of the videos on YouTube are showing that I've looked up on how to take off an F07 wheel. It's a lot more involved in that shit. So this is how you do it. You get the wheel off first, then you gotta do all this shit. Straight up and down, so that you can have access to the back of these with a, you know, with the T20, and then have at it that way. But this way, it's off the car already, so it's gonna be simpler for me to just remove those. Lay this down, you can see this now is going to be loose, so you can push up on here and you can see how it's already loosening up, and then you just pull up on it and there's these little tabs, these, and they go into those little holes right there, and that's pretty much all that is. The rest of this is wiring, a wiring loom that goes to the other side, and then you'll remove the other side, and then I'll transfer these over to the other wheel. Okay, so this is a pair of steering wheel controls on each side. They're just 2 screws on the back of the wheel. You pop them out, take the other side off, and then transfer to the other wheel.